Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Mesisi Yesu. In every generation, there comes a moment when the truth refuses to hide behind numbers, when the pain of our daughters demands to be seen, not counted. There are moments in our nation's life when statistics become stories, when numbers begin to breathe, and when data turns into daughters. I bring you warm greetings from His Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto. The President stands firmly with us in this national mission, and he believes, as we do, that the safety and dignity of our girls is not just a woman's issue. It is a Kenyan issue, a moral issue, and a generational responsibility. As we gather here at the start of the global 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and the My Dear Daughter campaign, I cannot help but see their faces. The little girl in Narok whose laughter stopped the day she was told she must become a woman. The teenager whose dreams were not interrupted by failure, but by a blade that leads to silence. These are not stories from far away. These are our children, our daughters, our Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, today is different because today we are not standing in silence. We are standing in defiance. Today, we are not mourning circles of harm. We are rewriting a future of hope. Yes, Kenya has made progress. Our national prevalence of FGM has declined from 21% in 2014 to 15% in 2022. This is encouraging. This is commendable, but this is not enough. The Ministry of Gender, Culture, and Children's Services, through the Anti-FGM Board, remains a critical institution in this effort. I wish to commend the board for initiating the review of the Prohibition of FGM Act 2011 to ensure the act is strengthened, responsive, and more enforceable. In 2022 counties, the prevalence remains unacceptably high, high enough to cost girls their childhood, high enough to cost families their future, high enough to demand that we raise our voices, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. FGM and child marriage are not cultural events. They are not rites of passage. They are violations. They are violence. They are the theft of innocence, agency, and life itself. Yet in the middle of this turmoil, something shifted. The Maasai elders of Narok and Kajiado chose to declare, no more, not in our time, not to our daughters. This is a national turning point. This is a community taking ownership of change. These are fathers rising as protectors and also following in the footsteps of the Samburu, Pokot, and Sabaot communities who have walked this journey already. I stand here today in deep admiration of the elders, the community leaders, the women's groups, AMREF Health Africa, and the Ministry of Gender, Culture, and Children's Services, who said, let our culture evolve, but let our girls live. It is a healing moment, a moment Kenya will remember. Today, we launched something beautiful, something intimate, something deeply African. We launched the My Dear Daughter campaign. It is a movement of mothers, fathers, mentors, and youth declaring that every daughter deserves to walk into womanhood with dignity, not scars. It is a national love letter from Kenya to her girls, assuring them that their dreams matter and are valid. This campaign will be a nationwide survivors and mothers-led initiative. It will be aimed at catalyzing intergenerational dialogue, enhancing community accountability, and promoting legal, policy, and cultural shifts to eliminate FGM and child marriage. The campaign invites mothers to publicly commit to abandoning FGM and protecting girls' rights to be complete, untouched, and healthy, alongside their rights to education and dignity. By empowering mothers, by giving them the language, confidence, and community to protect their daughters, we create a force stronger than any harmful tradition. This is a campaign that does not begin in boardrooms, but in living rooms. Not in reports, but in relationships. Not in policy, but in the heart. Because the truth is simple. A mother is the first fence. A mother is the first teacher. A mother is the first shield. This is how nations change. One household at a time, one daughter at a time, one conversation at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, the eradication of FGM is not optional. It is not negotiable. It is not a suggestion. It is a cornerstone of the Kenya Kwanza government's women's agenda. This administration stands firmly with every girl, every mother, every community that chooses life, dignity, and progress. We are not here to fight culture, and I repeat, we are not here to fight culture. We are here to advocate for safety, eradicate fear, and end silence. And we will not stop until FGM and child marriage become stories our grandchildren read about, not realities they live through. As a mother of this nation, this is my clarion call to our fathers: protect your daughters with the same strength you use to lead your homes. To our mothers, speak boldly, teach fearlessly, stand bravely. To our community elders, use that wisdom not to defend the errors of the past, but to safeguard the dignity of the future. To the chiefs and sub-chiefs, use your authority to enforce our laws without compromise and ensure every girl is safe within the boundaries of your jurisdiction. To our religious leaders, we ask you to use your pulpits and your teachings to uphold the sanctity of life and the protection of the vulnerable. To our teachers, be the eyes that see early and the voices that intervene. To our partners and civil society, work with us and support this mission. So our young people, use your creativity, your voice, your art, and your platforms to say no to violence, no to mutilation, no to the theft of childhoods. The future belongs to you, but so does the responsibility to make it better. Let your generation be the one that ends FGM completely, not because the Lord demands it, but because your conscience does. If our daughters could hear us today, what do we want them to know? That their bodies are sacred, that their dreams matter, that their lives belong to them, not to culture, not to pressure, not to fear, that they are the future and that Kenya will protect them. Let today be remembered as the day Kenya said, no more scars, no more silence, no more stolen childhoods. The day we choose our daughters, the day we protected our destiny, the day we stood together and refused to sit down. We send forth a message to every village, every valley, every home in Kenya. The time has come. Let our daughters grow up uncut, unhurt, and unafraid. Let culture be a crown, not a chain. Let fathers, mothers, elders, administration, religious leaders, and youth unite in one solemn vow that never again shall a girl's worth be measured by a blade. Just like the winds of Suswa, which never stop moving, may this declaration echo beyond these hills and plains. Let me repeat that. Just like the winds of Suswa, which never stop moving, may this declaration echo beyond these hills and plains. Thank you, Ashe Oleng. May God bless every girl in Kenya. May God bless our mothers. May God bless our republic. I now declare the national 16 days campaign against gender-based violence and the My Dear Daughter campaign to end FGM in Kenya officially launched.